Good day, classmates, especially to our teacher who's listening right now. Our topic is all about The Wedding Dance by Amador T. Daguio. Before we proceed to the story, let's do some background check about the author. So, let's get started. Amador T. Daguio was born in 1912 in Ilocos Province and died in 1966 at age of 54. He worked as a writer, poet, educator, and a lawyer. He also published 2 books in his lifetime and a Republic Cultural Heritage Awardee for his works. Here is the summary of The Wedding Dance. I will read it and listen carefully because we will be having an activity after this. Awiyaw and Lumnay is a long-married couple from the mountain tribes. Awiyaw is going to marry another woman, Madulimay, because Lumnay was not able to give him a child. Awiyaw went back home to see Lumnay because he didn't find her among the dancers at his wedding. He wanted Lumnay to dance at his wedding for the last time, but she cannot. On the moment, there are many flashbacks about how Lumnay did her best to have a child through offering to the god Kabunyan and how Awiyaw and Lumnay's love was as strong as the river. But it is just that a man must have a child and he had to leave her. He promised her that if he fails to have a child, he will come back to her. She wanted to protest against the written rule that a man can marry another woman, so Lumnay went to the wedding dance, but while seeing her husband married to another woman, she could not take it anymore and just went to the mountain to clear away the beans she had thought about. And so Lumnay, waiting for Awiyaw a long time, thought of Awiyaw's promise as she cleared away the growing bean plants. So now, we will proceed to the vocabulary enrichment. Number 1. Crawled. Crawled or gumapang, of a person moved forward on the hands and knees or by dragging their body close to the ground. Example, he crawled on all fours to the middle of the room. He knew exactly where the stove was. Next, relieved. Relieved or nakahinga ng maluwag. No longer feeling distressed or anxious, reassured. Example, he felt relieved that at least she talked. You very well that I won't want any other woman either. Next, unconscious. Unconscious or walang malay, not awake or not aware. Kapag nahimatay, unconscious. Lumnay looked down and unconsciously started to pull at the rattan that kept the split bamboo flooring in a place. Next, wedding. I know that most of us knows this word. Ito ay pagpupulong na kung saan nanunumpa ang magkasintahan upang patunayan ang kanilang pagmamahalan, or a ceremony at which 2 people are married to each other. Example, of course, I am not forcing you to come if you don't want to join my wedding ceremony. Next, tanderos o madagundong, making a loud noise like the sound of thunder. Example, the waters boiled in her mind in forms of white and jade and roaring silver. The waters told and growled, resounded in thunderous echoes through the walls of the cliffs. Next, sonorous, malakas na tunog, having a deep, pleasant sound. Example, the gongs thundered through the walls of their house, sonorous and far away. Spear or sibat, a weapon with a long shaft and a pointed tip, typically of metal, used for thrusting or throwing. Example, He stopped as if suddenly hit by a spear. Obsidians is a type of black or dark glass formed from cooling lava. The white, for example, the white jade and deep orange obsidians shown in the firelight. Next, blazing, throbbing rather. Malakas na pagtibok. Pounding or beating strongly or violently. Example, she could hear the throbbing of the gangsas coming to her through the caverns of the other house. Blazing, nagliliyab o napakaliwanag, born fiercely or brightly. Example, when Lumnay reached the clearing, she could see from where she stood the blazing bonfire at the edge of the village where the wedding was. So now let's all answer the following questions. Why can't Awiyaw and Lumnay be married? Lumnay cannot give Awiyaw a child, where in their tribe is a mass tradition that a couple must have a child, because if not, they must break their relationship. Number 2. What were the proofs that they love each other? Awiyaw and Lumnay's marriage longed for 7 years yet without children. He loves Lumnay and was a good husband to her, but he is forced to take another wife as the laws of their society dictate. Lumnay was a loving wife to Awiyaw, but after the failure to give him an offspring, she has to suffer long separation from the love of her life. Number 3. Why was it hard for Lumnay to join the wedding dance? Lumnay was in fact at his wedding, but left. She could not stand the idea of her husband marrying another woman because she could not give him children. Number 4. Why would Awiyaw marry Madulimay? Awiyaw is going to marry Madulimay because having a child is a part of their tradition, and it's important for his tribe to continue because Lumnay was not able to give him a child. Number 5, and the last but not the least. When would Awiyaw take Lumnay for the second time? Awiyaw went back home to see Lumnay because he didn't find her among the dancers at his wedding. He wanted Lumnay to dance at his wedding for the last time, but she cannot. Prepared by Taraya Quintana and Amador de Lagapa. We are Gradual Titanium. God bless.
Gracias.
Arigato.
Thank you.
Salamat.
And if it does what our future holds, I hope